What do you say? You want to brush your teeth?
Yeah.
Reagan, I need you to go back in bed, okay? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's not time to wake up yet. Okay, so this is terrible lighting, but I don't have my cell phone ring light. It doesn't have batteries. So this is gonna have to do. So anyway, I'm sitting in the car outside of my house trying to finish getting ready. Obviously, I'm struggling because this whole side of my head is not lit up. I didn't even walk out with a headband. Anyway, Reagan fell asleep super early last night. Like, I went to Target to do a pickup order. And we had been in the house all day. She hadn't napped. She was super restless. So I was like, okay, Ray girl, come with me. She came with me. She fell asleep in the car. I mean, it had to be at the earliest 8, but I think it was probably closer to 7. And she fell asleep and she stayed asleep all night. So she woke up at like 2:30 in the morning, and I like just tried to pretend I was still asleep. Because I knew my alarm was going off at 3. Ruben got up to go to the bathroom like maybe 5 minutes before my alarm. Reagan wakes up. I got a potty. I have to potty. I'm like, okay, go in there. Anyway, so then when I got up, I'm in there brushing my teeth, and in comes this little critter. I'm gonna brush my teeth. Okay. Then I am in the kitchen getting my food, which I really need to be eating right now. I want a sandwich. I'm hungry. I give her a sandwich because I did at least prep. I made 2 sandwiches for her today. So I gave her like a quarter of one. I'm like, girl, go back to sleep. She's wide awake right now. It's 4 o'clock. So anyway, those people, I know there's a lot, this has nothing to do with bodybuilding. I know there's a lot of people who are like, no, if my kids go to bed late, they still wake up early. Like, no. Reagan's a night owl. She goes to bed usually at like 11 p.m. and wakes up at like 9 a.m. Last night, and this is not the first time it happened, when she went to sleep early, she woke up in the middle of the night. Like 2 o'clock in the morning is the middle of the night. So I gotta stop letting her go to sleep so early, because it doesn't work out. Like, I gotta keep her up at least until 9, which is crazy because I feel like most people's like toddler bedtimes are like 6 p.m. Anyway, eating my pre-workout meal, cream of rice. I have hard-boiled eggs and some citrus. So eating that. I got to get to the gym. It opens at 4, and I pretty much need to be there at 4 because I have legs and cardio, and I still need to get back in time to like shower and get ready to go train today. So anyway, I will hopefully not be in a rush while I'm at the gym. I try to give myself at least 2 hours, like so that I don't have to rush, so that maybe I can film something today. So okay, it's 4 a.m. Look at my freaking hair. Because I was in such a rush to get out of the house because Reagan was awake. I didn't even grab a headband. This is a nightmare. Anyway, it's 4 o'clock. The gym opened. It's like 4:03. The gym opened 3 minutes ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 9 cars in the parking lot. I assume at least one of those is an employee. People are here getting after it. I gotta fix my hair and then I'm going home. This is better, but I know that throughout the workout this is gonna get progressively worse. It's just, just a case of postpartum hair breakage, I think. Whatever. I think it might be because I wear headbands so much, actually. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I just saw like this old guy up there on the bike, like getting after it. Shout out to the people that do this all the time. This is not going to be my regular time. I just had no choice because I have to train today. just finished legs. I didn't record my last 3 exercises because 5 a.m. the gym is much busier. I actually didn't even get to like pick the machine that I wanted on leg extensions. They have 3 different leg extensions here, and I always use the same one. But that one was taken when I started using it. But I do a superset. I do a leg extension superset with a like lying hamstring curl. So I had to do my first 2 sets of leg extension on a different machine, and then when I got back to it for my 3rd set after my superset, somebody was on the one that I was using. So I'm like, dang, okay. 4 a.m. nobody. 5 a.m. all Shelby County. Anyway, on the Stairmaster, I got 30 minutes here, and I have to hustle. I'm a little bit, I'm not really behind, but I'm further behind than I wanted to be. I'm just not gonna get to like lounge and take my time. When I get home, I'm gonna like have to get home and immediately get ready. I wanted to save some time to like just sit for a sec, but such is life. All right, I'm done. Oh, it just went off the screen, but just did 30 minutes. It is 5:44. I really don't have time to be standing here because I'm not gonna get home till 6. I gotta be out of the house by like 6:40. But I'm tired. But it was a good morning. Now I'm done working out for the day. It's not even 6 a.m. When I got here this morning, I told you there was like 9 cars. Now it's almost 6 a.m. and the lot is full. So again, shout out to Collierville and Memphis area. Getting out. I had my turnaround. I ate my sweet potato, had my protein shake in my coffee, got her dressed. Her hair's not done, but I have her hair stuff. Food's all packed. Everything's packed for the day. We'll be gone all day. I train. First camp's at 8:30. Last camp is at 6 p.m. I do have a few hours in between, but the commute's so long that it doesn't make sense to come all the way back home, so I just stay down there, which is why I had to work out so early. So anyway, here's what I travel with food-wise. This is Reagan's peanut butter sandwiches and just some turkey for her. I'll probably go somewhere and get her some other sides. And then I have my 3 meals, Ice Pack and Hot Logic. Hot Logic heats my food up because there's no microwave here. There's also not a fridge here. So I just keep it in the car with the ice packs. I have my gallon. And I pour it into my cup because it's easier to drink from a straw. But yeah, that's all my food for the day. I've already eaten 2 meals. I'm gonna have those 3 while I'm here, and then I'll have 1 more when I get home. But we are here at Burn Boot Camp in Oxford, Mississippi by Ole Miss. So I have to train, and then I'm not gonna really relax all day. I have to work on some skills. I brought my wrist wrap. But then hopefully I'll get to nap since I've been up for so long.
All right, last time. Let's find your partner and jog in place. Find your partner and jog in place. Let me talk to you about your finisher. 2 things are going to happen here. One partner is counting. Partner is counting. You have burpees. We're going to do an add-on today. So, if you have burpee, your hands go down, your feet go out, you do 1 power plank, not that, you do 1 jump squat, not that. Then you add on 1 and 2.
Okay, so I just got done training, so I'm about to eat. This is my Hot Logic that has baking soda all over it because Reagan is a destroyer. So my meal goes in here. Reagan, I'm gonna get you. Here's her sandwich that she wants. So I gave her 1 of these this morning. Anyway, so Hot Logic, I'm gonna plug it in. It takes like 15 minutes to like warm my food. I'll probably leave it in there a little bit longer and get some stuff done. Yeah, so I have 2 hours until the next boot camp starts. So I'm gonna let my food heat up. I'm gonna get some work done. I have some clients to onboard and stuff like that. Maybe stretch, maybe work on some skills. And then yeah, I have another camp at 12:10, so that's in 2 hours, like I said. Then I have a 3-hour break in which I will eat again and hopefully nap if this girl will take a nap. Then 3 camps and I go home tonight. So I'm about halfway through my day. About halfway through my water. I'm going to try to pick it up. It's just hard to drink a lot of water when I'm training because I'm like running around. I'm just going to do this. I left it on that dual recording like way too long. So anyway, it's hard to drink my water while I'm training because I'm training. So I really am going to try to get a lot of it down during this break. Try to get a lot of it down during this break. So that I don't fall behind, because the last week I had to like drink like 40 ounces of water with like 10 minutes left to go to bed. So, and that's not the business. Okay, I had to get Reagan out of that gym. She was just running around and she was doing too much. So we're at Walmart now. Plus I needed to go get some snacks for her because I brought 1.5 peanut butter sandwiches because I gave her half this morning, and she already is down to just half. And I brought a little serving of ground turkey, so I need to get her some other stuff like some chips. She wants strawberries or grapes. Doing that. And then I also just need to find a 0-calorie energy drink because I already had I made my protein shake with oat milk, so I already had my oat milk for the day, so I can't get coffee, so I'm not going to drink it black, so I got to find a 0-calorie energy drink. Here's what I got. I got these Belvita breakfast sandwiches. They're just cookies. They're glorified cookies. I got her these snack sticks. They're turkey ones, but she needed some protein. Got her some strawberries. No sugar added apple juice. Got ourselves some multivitamins. She already started eating these, but she threw them on the ground. I got myself a Diet Pepsi. You want berries? Okay, I have to wash them first, okay? Can you say hi to the camera? Look at mommy. Can you say hi? Alright. It's not very glamorous. In fact, it kind of looks disgusting because I put the avocado in here while it was heating up. It's turkey, avocado, and rice, and that like orange stuff you see, that's just sauce. It's like carne asada, no fat, like sugar-free sauce. And I got myself a Diet Pepsi. They didn't have any energy drinks that I wanted. They had like Monster Zero and Red Bull Zero, but I don't like those. I was looking for like a, I don't know, like a Celsius or even a C4, but they didn't have that, so I got Diet Pepsi, and that's gonna have to be the end of my caffeine for the day. I've been known to use and abuse caffeine during prep, and I really don't want to do that because it affects my sleep pretty poorly. So yeah, so I'm eating. This is meal number 3 of the day. I'm gonna train again, and I'll probably, I'll eat another meal probably an hour after I train or so, maybe like halfway through that break. And then I'll probably eat again after my first afternoon camp, after that 4 p.m. I'll eat between those 2 camps, and then I'll eat again when I get home. And then that'll be it. And I'm catching up on water. I'm past halfway on my water. I'm pretty close on my water. So it's a pretty good day. Days like this are super easy, to be honest. I think it's easier to schedule, like to get my food down and my water down on days that I am working, like days that I have scheduled things, because when I'm at home all day, it's kind of like I'm just sitting there. I don't really have, I'm just sitting there. I eat my meals. I'm kind of bored, so I might want to wander into the kitchen again. It's like, oh, am I going to go to the gym? What time am I going to go to the gym? There's no real structure, so it actually, I think a lot of people are like, how do you do it? Like, you're so busy and blah, blah. I'm like, honestly, being busy helps me stay on track with prep. So anyway, that's that. I'm going to eat. I'll just like post pictures of my next couple meals. I don't think I'm going to talk every single time. If I do some skills practice, it's not going to be on this break because I only have like 20 minutes until camp, but I'll definitely do it just a little bit on my next break. She's out of daycare. We're eating that's not where it goes. She's just using the floor as a trash can. She's eating strawberries. So I've cut them up and put them in here for her, but she keeps grabbing them straight from here, even though those are not cut. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
This little girl can get down on fruit. So even though I bought all those other snacks, because sometimes she wants other stuff, most of the time, if fruit is an option, fruit is her go-to. She says berries. Are these berries? What are these?
This stuff like
Yeah, that's trash. Stop throwing it. She's not interested because she's throwing her stems away. Anyway, yeah, most of the time, if fruit is an option, she wants fruit. Grapes, watermelon, strawberries, any kind of berries, to be honest. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. Anyway, this video has turned into a Reagan vlog, but... Is it good? I'm about to practice some skills. I have my wrist wraps out. So, now I'm in my car. I've been in here about 20 minutes. I practiced some skills for a sec, but my wrist is not fully healed. A couple weeks ago, I broke some glass on accident, and I sliced my wrist open and had to have stitches. Let me see if I can show you. I had to have stitches in my wrist, and it doesn't look that bad, but it's pretty bad. It was a deep cut, and I just don't have my full grip mobility. It's not really my grip, because it's not my grip, but it is my forearm strength, in handstand skills, trying to balance through my fingers is just really weird, and some things doing that hurt my forearm. So anyway, all that to say, I'm not fully back, so I only worked for a little bit, and then I was like, you know what, I gotta get Reagan down for a nap so that I can take a nap. So I put her in the car. She's back there. She fell asleep. So now I start boot camp again in about an hour. I have a focus meeting, so just a meeting with a client at 3:45, so I'm gonna go in at 3:30, so that gives me 35 minutes to take a nap. Then I'm gonna go in there, quickly eat the meal that I put in, which my next meal is turkey, kale, and rice. And yeah, I'm gonna eat, train, maybe eat again. I think earlier I said I was gonna eat basically right now and then eat again after my first camp, but I think I'll probably eat again after my second camp. I'm not really sure. Nobody cares. That's what's going on. I'm about to take a nap, then go in for the rest of the night. So I suck at vlogging. This is why I don't do this, because I pretty much stopped. I was supposed to take you guys with me, and I did take you with me, I guess, for most of the day. But I've eaten a couple more meals. I'm done training. I drove home. I'm home now. I finished all my water. This is the earliest I've finished my water. I finished it while I was driving home. So normally I finish my water within an hour of bed, and I'm scrambling. I'm looking at my water, and I'm I gotta finish this before I go to bed. This time I actually finished it, and I'm gonna I'm still awake, so I'm probably gonna drink more water. Or now that I've finished my water, I'll probably get a sparkling water or something, because I have to drink a gallon in addition to any of my other beverages. So now I'll probably splurge on a diet Sprite or something. But yeah, that's my day. I'm home. I'm relaxing with Ray Girl. I'll probably get in the shower soon. And I have some client work to get done. So I have some workouts to send, some meal plans to send, or macros to send. And yeah, tomorrow I don't train all day, so it's going to be a little bit of a different day for me. But my check-ins are looking good. I did have a cheat last week, and I'm kicking myself for it, just because Like every single meal matters. That's the thing. Every single decision on the way to the Olympia matters. Like up until now, I've never given a full prep. And I don't know if I've talked about this before on here. I know I've talked about it to other people, but I've never given a full prep. Like, I've never really given it 100%. Like, I remember my very first prep when I was in college. Like, my roommate had these little brownie muffins. You know those little tiny brownies that they have? Like, I remember I was, like, eating those with peanut butter on them. And then the next prep after that I did... Actually, the next prep after that I did, like... I kept it pretty tight. Like, I feel like that was the best prep I've ever done. Then the next prep after that was the one me and Ruben did together. And I mean, I was getting married. So I had bachelorette party. I had wedding showers. Like I was doing all the wedding stuff. So I was like in prep, but I also was like, I'm not going to not do these festivities and enjoy it. I'm not packing food at my bachelorette party. It's not going to happen. And, you know, that's kind of how the rest of that season went. And plus, I was an amateur, so there was no physique round. So I wanted to keep it tight, but it didn't really matter to me. Then I got pregnant, obviously. And then this last prep, like, I definitely was working hard because I was coming off of a baby, right? Like, Reagan was only a year old. But I also was in, like, a terrible headspace last year. And I don't know, honestly, if I was mentally prepared to be a pro. And I remember saying that when I went to Universe in 2019, I was like, I want to win, but I don't know if I'm mentally prepared to be a pro. Like, I don't know if I'm physically ready. I don't know if I'm good enough to be a pro. I don't know if I'm prepared to behave like a pro. And I wasn't, to be honest. Like, last year, those first two shows, I wasn't at all. I was still doing the same thing, kind of just banking on my genetics, which, I mean, I have good genetics, but I don't have great genetics, like, that I can have a baby a year ago and half-ass my prep, right? After that, when I realized, oh, you can't do this, then I tightened it up, but I was still having a lot of cheats. I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw how often I was posting about crumble. How are you posting about crumble so often, Andrea, if you're on a diet? So I was working really hard, but I was still cheating a lot. I was like, oh, I just won't have rice the rest of the day. I won't have any carbs or rice cakes. I'm just going to eat a cookie. Like, that's not how it works. So I think this prep, I'm just really ready to nail it. And so I had that one cheat, and I was just like, that wasn't worth it. Like, why did I do that? And these one-off decisions, they show up on stage. And Devin, I've posted about her, the Wellness Pro. We have the same suit sponsor. She was talking about, you know, there's millimeter differences when you move up from the regional division or level to the national level, from the national level to the pro level, from the pro level to the top 5 pros, to the top 5 pros to the Olympias. Like, every single level you go up, the tighter and tighter and tighter it gets, and the more those millimeters, those fractions of millimeters matter. And so I think I just had to get that out of my system, and now I feel like I'm ready to push it. I woke up, I did legs at 4:30 this morning, obviously at 4 o'clock this morning, and I needed a day like today, like where I suffered a little bit. I made a post, like, you have to be willing to suffer, but not only that, in bodybuilding, you have to chase that. You have to chase moving, doing a little bit more. Sorry, this angle sucks. You have to chase, like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the right angle, guys. This is not great. I need a tripod or a selfie stick. You have to chase doing a little bit more, and 1% more, and 1% more, and 1% more, because if you just do the minimum, if you just do, okay, I'm eating my meals and I'm working out, like, yeah, you're gonna look good, but you have to do the next level. You have to push it. Now, I'm not like eating less than is on my plan, or like, you know, doing more cardio that is on my plan. I'm not talking about that, like doing the next level, like
going off of my plan, because that time will come if it needs to come. But I am saying, like, I'm not just lifting to lift like how I did before, right? Like where I was lifting, I was getting stronger, but like whatever. Now it's like every single rep has a purpose, and I push it and I push it and I push it, and I take care of my body, and I manage my stress, and I get to sleep, and I drink my water, and I do every single variable that I can control. I'm really trying to control, because I say this as a trainer all the time. I'm like, you guys, your efforts have to align with your goals. And I have some really big goals this year. I want to place at big man. I don't know how many people are going to show up. I think last year there was only 5 girls, so I think everybody placed, right? But like I really want to do well at big man this year. And I want to make a name, and I want to like make a name for myself at the Olympia. I don't want to go to the Olympia and get last place. And I know last year I had my heart set on rankings, right? Okay, I want to go at this show. I just don't want to get in the bottom third. Okay, at this one I want to rank. At this one I want to win. Like I had all these rankings that I was aiming for, and I kind of like, I didn't hit any of those goals. But I wasn't doing what I needed to do. My efforts were not in line with those goals. I said I wanted to not be in the bottom third, but I was at crumble cookie. I said, oh, I want to rank, but I was skipping cardio. And so it's like last year, my efforts did not align with my goals. And this year I have even bigger goals. So I need my efforts to double, to triple. Because again, I really want to do well at big man. I mean, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to go win. But I mean, I think I could win. I think I could win, because I think that I'm really good at the routine round. And I'm going to do everything I can to bring my body in right. To be honest, I don't know that I can win the physique round. But physique's 1/3. And like, I think that I could win my qualification for next year's Olympia. Of course, it depends on what I do, and it depends on who shows up, and it depends on what the judges think, right? But what I know that I'm going to do is set myself up the best way possible to have the best outcome at that show, and then have the best outcome at the Olympia. So anyway, all that to say, like, my head's on straight. My body is starting to change. Just like, I'm starting to see the millimeter changes. So I think I'm really getting into the mindset that like, okay, it's go time. Like, fluff season's over, eating season's over. Like, it's time to grind. Like, it's time to grind. And this is a hard part of prep, but it's also like, I don't know, I think it's the really fun part of prep, because you really start to peel back and see, like, what did I do in my off season? I already know that my shoulders are going to be so much better this year than they were last year. I look at my side by sides and I'm like, yes, I see the shoulder growth. So I'm just looking forward to peeling it back and seeing what I've done underneath. But yeah, so thanks for coming along with me today. My daughter's drawing chalk all over her body. Not really drawing chalk on her body, but she's getting it everywhere. And hopefully I'll start doing these more often, but I don't really know how interesting these are to people. I'm kind of just doing this as kind of like just a diary for myself to remember this experience. Because I mean, it is my first, and hopefully not my last. It's not going to be my last Olympia. It is my first Olympia, so I really want to be able to like come back and look at this, and maybe in, I don't know, however many years it takes people to like really move up through the ranks, I'll be able to look back at these videos and be like, man, look at how you were at your first Olympia. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you're watching, otherwise, Andrea in 5 years, look at where you started. Started from the bottom, now you're here.